good evening, depending on where you are in the world. It is Folklore February Sprints, and I am so happy to be here this morning. A little sleepy, but all the same, got lots to do today, and I am so happy. Some of y'all are going to be joining me for some sprints to kick off the weekend. For those of you new to my channel, I am Kat. Hello, and you're at Kat's Novel Adventures. Welcome, welcome. My channel is about adventure and everything. I mean, mostly books at this point, but hopefully that'll change up a little bit in 2025. But yeah, I read a variety of things. So welcome. Let me know what you're reading or what you're doing. I mean, you don't have to necessarily be reading today. You could be doing something. And let me know. I'd love to know. So for those of you that are watching after the fact, thank you. I appreciate you taking the time to do that out of your busy schedule. Let me know what you were up to during the sprints if you were watching this on replay. So let me see who has joined in this morning. I know it's kind of early for people and quite a few people are working. I happen to be fortunate enough to have Fridays off, and I do not take that for granted. So Jasmine's in the house. Hello. Yes, morning sprints. Let's go. Yes, so morning sprints. I like to do some morning sprints sprinkled here and there whenever I'm doing a readathon because I have some friends that live across the pond. And, you know, they are so awesome for attending my sprints on Wednesday evenings. And I know it's super late for them. And I just appreciate that so very much that they're willing to hang out in the middle of the night with me. So I like to try to incorporate some morning sprints or midday sprints so that our friends, you know, around the world can join us because they're as awesome as everybody else over on this side of the pond. So yeah, I appreciate my friends and my community very much. And speaking of our friends, Livia, woot woot, how are you doing, my friend? Livia lives in Rome. What a wonderful city to live in. So how are you doing today? What are you up to with your reading or productivity, whatever you have planned for today? Getting up, about to make some coffee for the day. Have to teach my sports med class. Ooh, that sounds fun, actually. I really admire you, Jasmine. That's a lot. Because you're like out on the field, you're teaching, you got a lot going on, girl. How's the weather where you're at? Is it decent? And hello, Jen, my kindred spirit. I don't teach on Fridays. Woohoo! I love a 3-day weekend. You're like me. I love having my Fridays. I kind of got spoiled when I moved out of the classroom. I became an instructional coach, and I was really hoping for the first couple of years that was going to be a possibility. And I want to say my last year, maybe it was my last year. I don't think I had it 2 days. I think I only had it my last year. I was able to work 4 days and I really loved it because I got a lot of stuff done on Fridays. Then I could really kind of enjoy my Saturday and Sunday with my husband without having to worry about work related things. I could get appointments done on a Friday if I needed to, or you know, just running errands in general, cleaning the house, just things like that, you know. So that's why I loved it. And I just felt like I was more refreshed on a Monday when I went back. And that's pretty much how it is. I mean, now it's different because I have my channel and that is very time consuming. So a lot of times on a Friday, I'm filming a video and I'm not prepped to film anything. I just filmed something actually on Tuesday evening. So I got that out. And the reason I did that on a Tuesday evening when I'm tired and who knows what's going to come out of my mouth is because I'm co-hosting the Mardi Gras Readathon with Lori at Books, Ink, and Paper. And I needed to get out a pile of possibilities or recommendations. I didn't want to let her down. So that is what I did. I have to look and see what that emoji is because it doesn't show up on my PC. I hope it's a heart. Good morning, Angela. I'm eating breakfast now. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. Yeah, let me know what y'all are doing for the weekends. Any big plans? And Olivia's sharing the highs to our friends Jasmine, Angela, and Jen. Heidi's running errands, so I will watch and replay. What a great way to start your day off. I made a video of the picture book I told you about on Wednesday in Sprint Art in Discord. Yes, I saw it, but I have not yet been able to watch it. So I'm excited to check it out because it sounds like it's going to be cute. And weather has been all over the place depending on temps. Next week we may get crushed with snow. Yeah, it's incredible. Right now it's warm. We've been wearing shorts when we get home. I mean, I don't wear shorts at school, but like yesterday when I went outside to take the dogs out before I fed them, she just wants you to throw the whatever toy she brings you. And like literally, I'm like, I need to change into shorts. Like I'm sweating. And that's just crazy because 2 weeks ago we had snow in Louisiana and now we've gotten those temps. And believe it or not, as much as I don't like really cold, rainy weather, and I wouldn't want to live in snow, but I like cooler temps because once it gets warm here, it's relentless. The heat, oh, and the humidity. Oh my goodness. And we have mosquitoes. Like literally, my husband was out with the dogs and it was getting to be dusk. This was last night. And he's like, you know what? I saw a whole bunch of bats coming out. And that's what it was. They were chasing the mosquitoes. Bats are awesome for mosquitoes. And he said it wasn't until like he's noticing them all of a sudden he was starting to get bit himself. He's like, yep, I had like 3 mosquitoes get me. And so we're not looking forward to that. So if we could get some really cold weather again to kind of kill them, it would be amazing. Awesome. Anyone who has to deal with mosquitoes knows what I'm talking about. And Jen is still in bed. Yay. I need to get up and get breakfast and coffee so I can film a video. I love those days when you can do that. I haven't had a day where I stay in bed and read with my coffee. I gave all that up trying to be in the 5 a.m. club. But yeah, I can't do it all. I cannot. I feel like sometimes when I take a day off and do like nothing, not saying nothing, but like if I start off slow like that, it like comes to bite me after because then it's like, you could have been doing this. You could have been doing that. You could have been doing that. But you know how silly that is? It's super silly because you need to recharge. You need to recharge your batteries. And if you don't, you end up getting burnt out. I'm kind of already feeling burnt out and it's only February. And thanks, just trying to make as much money as I can, hopefully buy a house someday soon. I hope so. That would be wonderful. Nicole at Nicole's Bookish Nook, she and her husband just bought a house, and I'm so happy for them. She showed a picture of it on Facebook, and I'm very happy for her. You know, she's a writer on AuthorTube, but she also does BookTube, and she reads a lot, obviously, too. So she's kind of like a hybrid, I guess, is what I would call it, AuthorTube, BookTube. But she's an author and has several books out. And yeah, very happy for her that she and her husband got their new house. So I'm going to put that out there for you, Jasmine, that will be a possibility for you. And it's a hug. I appreciate that hug, Olivia. Hugs back to you, my friend. And hi, Olivia from Angela. I hate this heat. I want our snow black. I know. I mean, because you're literally in the same environment that I'm in, Jen. I know it's sad because it just didn't last long enough. The winters never do. They don't last as long as they used to. And so when people tell me there is no such thing as climate, issues, I'm like, I don't see how you can't see it. Oh, Olivia has some chapters to read for buddy reading, and then I'll start my book of Persian fables. That sounds fun. Persian fables. And hi to Heidi. Hello, Linda. How are you doing, my friend? I know it's early where you're at. You ready for your day? And good morning, Anne. Good morning, Amal. How are you? And one day it's 60s. Next day we have 2-hour delay because of ice. Now all the kids are getting the norovirus or the flu. It's been a ride. Yeah. That's the other thing too, is just the illness. Crazy. Trying to finish the vacancy in room 10 before my eyes grow heavy because I woke up early. Well, I hope you get some pages read. 63%. That's good progress. And we were waiting for more snow on Saturday and a major snowstorm on Tuesday. Wow. Wow. I know some people are expecting snowstorms. Lindsay at Lindsay's Little Library, she does Book List Thursday, and she posted 5 books that have been on her shelf for quite some time. And one of them is a book that takes place in the snow. It's like a true crime nonfiction. And she's like, I picked this book because we're going to have a snowstorm this weekend. So she's getting herself prepared. And hi to Linda, Amal, and Anne from Livia. And yeah, getting ready for work. I hope it goes by fast, Linda. And same to Anne. Yeah, it's so crazy. Well, for what I'm doing today is, and I'm just going to be on for a couple of hours. I'm actually going to be hopping off, hopefully by 11:30. That's my goal today, just because I'm meeting my friend Helen for lunch, and we're going to go to my favorite restaurant in Hammond, one of my favorites, and that's Johnson's Kitchen. So I think I'm going to get myself some bacon ranch, cheese fries for my lunch, and maybe get my seafood stuffed potato to bring back. Maybe not for dinner, but possibly for lunch tomorrow. But that's my plan, is to go see her. We're going to meet at the restaurant, hang out for a little bit. Then I need to go to Target. There's a couple of items I need to get that hopefully they have, because Walmart's been out. So I'm hoping I can pick it up at Target. So I got to finalize that list. And then I'll be home. I've got some things to do around the house, get myself organized. And then later tonight, I'm watching Terrifier 2. This is for a project Kelsey and I are doing, because Kelsey and I are talking about all things Terrifier tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Time on her channel. So I have Terrifier 2 this evening. Alex is having sprints, I think, on her channel. So I'll probably hop on her channel for a little bit. And then in the morning, I have to rewatch Terrifier 3 and get ready for that. So that's what I'm up to for today. But as far as reading, I do need to read because I'm very behind. I don't have the dust jacket on my book. This is my, the games gods play. I am extremely behind because yesterday we were supposed to start part 3. There's a schedule for the group. This is for the book list book list Thursday fans. I'm supposed to be starting part 4 on the 9th, which is Sunday, and I'm only on page 15 because I have not been able to read. I've been doing other things, and my reading is kind of, I'm listening to Kill a Mockingbird on audiobooks. I'm reading every day, but I don't get to read the number of pages. So I got to do that. I have to make an eye appointment, a gastro appointment. So it's tasks and reading in this amount of time. So I think I may go ahead and do the tasks first to get them out of my mind. And then that way I can focus on reading. I am waiting for the book order that includes The Snow Child. Nice. And that sounds yummy. Yes, they are so good. Oh, so good. I love it. And awesome. Lunch with a Friend is fantastic. Yes, I have not seen Helen. I'm trying to think the last time. I think it was during Christmas. Yeah, she had a friend come into town, and I went to go meet her friend. And we just hung out for a couple of hours, but I have not seen her because I've been busy just all over the place. So trying to think. I think she saw my vlog and she was like, we need to go to Johnson's Kitchen. I said, that's a date. Let's put it on the calendar. So that's what we did. I'm always telling her, let's put it on the calendar. And good morning. How go, my other kindred spirit? What you up to? Are you getting ready to go to work? Are you off today? What are your plans? So I was thinking for our first sprint, if everybody's okay with it, we could do 45. Is that good for all of y'all? 45 minutes? What y'all say? I think it would be a good amount of time. like I said, I'll probably, if I can knock these tasks out, I got to rewrite my master list. I always make like a big master list, and it's all the scratching out has, like, it's making me not be able to focus too well. So I need to rewrite it. I need to rewrite it. And then I can make my little to-do list for today. Okay, good. Jen said 45 is good. Okie dokie. So let me start our Kitticat. And present. I gotta talk myself through this. Okay. There we go. Okay, so happy reading. For those of you getting ready for work, I hope y'all have an amazing day today and that it goes quickly and you can get your weekend started. For those of you that are just getting up and moving around, get your beverage and enjoy your time. And I'll see y'all in a little bit. Hello, welcome back. Okay, so what did everybody get up to? I literally made it to page 33, and I am about 3 paragraphs from reaching part 2 of the book. So that I ended up reading what? How many pages was that? About 15, 16, 17, about 17, 18 pages. I did update my master to-do list. I tried calling my eye doctor and my gastro doctor, but both of their offices are closed until 9, so I'll have to make those calls on the next sprint. But that's pretty much what I got up to. So what did everybody else do during that time? Ann said, I hope Sunday is okay. We're going to Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl party. Very nice. We will be, we don't watch football anymore, so we won't be celebrating Super Bowl. I'll be doing sprints with Lori. We'll be doing sprints for a couple of hours, but it'll be done before anybody is doing any kind of like Super Bowl stuff. And Alana came in today. How are you? She is actually heading to work, but will be home later. So I wished her well. And Jordan's here. Hello, Jordan. Hey, Kat. How are you, dear? Jerry, I'm trying to say the line from Once Upon a Time. My friend would rather Carlisle and Rumpelstiltskin, a.k.a. Mr. Gold. Yes. I used to watch that show when it came on in real time, but I did not finish the series. So that is a series I would like to rewatch, and then that way I can finish it because I really did enjoy it. I loved it. It's perfect for Folklore February. I got out of bed and ate breakfast, getting coffee now, just taking my time. My theme for 2025 is slow down. I love that. I love that very much. I'm supposed to be slowing down as well, and clearly that is not the case. I'm like, I won't be able to slow down until March. And once March gets here, and even though I'm going to be participating in middle grade March and March Mystery Madness, I'm not hosting or doing anything with them, just reading. But I'm planning on using my March to get ready for Old School April, and then to also, get ready for Zombie-thon in May. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to slow down, but I got to figure it out because I need to somewhat. It's like too much going on. Hello, Christy. Working on my Bible study before I start The Lost Girls of Paris. That sounds wonderful. It's a wonderful way to start your day. Yeah, I forgot that I also, when I'm in Hammond after lunch, I also need to go by the Hammond Library, which I can walk from Johnson's Kitchen literally to the library. But I'm thinking I'm going to go over there because I need to get a copy of Farmer Boy. If I can't get that copy there, then I'm going to have to try to get it at the Springfield library that's close to my house. So hopefully if they don't have it, they have it there. Otherwise, I guess I'll have to look and see if it's on audiobook. I really don't want to buy it because if I buy that, I want to buy the whole entire series at one time, which it's mind-boggling to me why I don't even own A Little House on the Prairie, because I love the series, loved it as a kid. And Olivia read the chapters for her buddy reads. Excellent. That is nice. So when I'm out and about today, I will be able to listen to my To Kill a Mockingbird. I'm at 73% in that audiobook. I really would like to finish it this weekend for sure, because I want to start The Winter People. I don't want to start it until I am finished with To Kill a Mockingbird. And it's too much. I also really need to, I'll probably do my picture books and stuff on Wednesday, because I'm not planning on editing on Wednesday. That's 2 weeks in a row. feel like I'm not getting as much reading done. Hello, Catherine. I listened to a little bit of the King Cast podcast and gave myself a haircut. Wonderful. Wish I could give myself a haircut. I would not look too pretty if I did. Talking about haircuts, I need to also find my receipt from my last haircut because I forgot to write down my next haircut appointment. It's during Mardi Gras break, but I need to find out. It's either 9:30 or 9:45. I mean, they'll send me a text, but I like to put it on my calendar. I deleted my text that had that information in it before I, wrote it on my calendar. Not good. Not good at all. So anyway, how about another 45-minute sprint? Is that good for y'all? Woo! Hey, Jen. Currently on my prep. Can't stay, but just saying hi. Hi, my friend. I know you at school. I know you'll be happy when Friday afternoon comes and you can go home. I hope you were safe with all that ice and everything that was coming. And Jen says, I love the KingCast podcast. I need to know what this KingCast podcast is. I don't know what that is. Not that I've had much time to listen to any of my podcasts. Makes me sad. KingCast podcast. Okay, good. Jen says 45 works for her. Hello, Kaylin, my friend. How are you? Are you getting ready to go to work? Or are you at work? Angela read another 23 pages of The Bear and the Nightingale. I read fantasy so slowly. I do too, Angela, and that's one reason I don't generally read fantasy. I gravitate more towards middle grade fantasy. When I do, it just seems like it's a little bit easier unless they have major world building. But I'm very slow. The games gods play is not reading super slow. It's not, I guess, because I already know the mythology of the gods, that kind of helps. It's not like I'm learning new, fantasy characters or whatever. So I think in that respect, and also just the writing style. The writing style is not very complicated. And 45 is good for Catherine. Hey, Alicia, yo! I can't stay. I'm at work. Boo. The lake has been boot. I appreciate it, my friend. Have a wonderful day at work, as wonderful as it can be. And I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. And Catherine says the conversation with Stephen King is the latest, and it's great to listen to them discuss the adaptations. Yes. Okay. So kind of like what Kelsey and I did when we did our Year of King. So it's like, the book and the adaptations. Well, that's pretty cool. I'll have to see if I can check that out. Like I said, not like I have a whole lot of time. I still have to listen to the podcast episode from my friend Liz. She has a horror podcast, and the first movie was Black Christmas, and I specifically rewatched Black Christmas this Christmas so that I could start listening to her podcast, and I still haven't done that yet. That is on my list of things to do. But I have been watching a couple more YouTube videos. I've been watching like on my little break when I'm at school, and then sometimes when I'm eating, I pop in a YouTube video because I'm super, super behind on YouTube, and I feel sad about that. That's another thing. It's like trying to balance it all. I'm just not good at it. I think because I'm so slow at everything I do, and that I need to be a little more, and I know this sounds terrible, I need to be a little more regimented. So, and if it takes longer for things to get done, so be it. But I need to only do so much time for my channel, so much time for this or that, so that I can get everything done. Because what ends up happening is I spend hours and hours and hours on my channel, and just take all that time to edit and everything, and then before you know it, I haven't done anything else. It's the dilemma. The Losers Club podcast is great for King fans too. Liz's podcast is fantastic. I know it's going to be fantastic. That's why I want to listen to it. Thank you for the Losers Club too. the Losers Club. And you know what happened to me is I listened to my podcast all the time in my car when I was doing things in the house, like chores or whatever, like unloading the dishwasher, folding laundry, whatever the case may be. And my hair is like kind of goofy. But now that I listen to audiobooks, it takes away from my podcasting time. So that is one thing I hope that will change when I get back to walking, because I used to listen to my podcast or music when I walked. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pair my podcast with my walking, and then my audiobooks or podcast, depending on if I'm reading an audiobook at the time, will be my travel. I don't know how to fix it. That's what I'm hoping to be able to fix when I start my Saturday morning thing, is how to balance it all. It's just a lot. Yes, thank you. Enjoy the day all. Yes. Everybody, I hope, is having a good Friday, whether you're working or not. I guess we should be great. I mean, I'm always grateful that I do have a job to work, but I am also grateful that I can take the time off sometimes. It's nice. Okie doke. So let's go ahead and do our 45 and let's be productive. And I will see y'all back here in 45 minutes. Happy sprinting. Oh, well, it would help if I put the clock up. I think I'm still sleeping. Okay, now happy sprinting, everyone. Welcome back. How did everybody do? Okay, so I made both of my doctor's appointments. Very happy about that. So I go see my eye doctor on Valentine's Day next Friday, and I go see my gastro doctor in April when I'm on break, spring break. So happy about that. Got both of those items taken care of. I do have some like paperwork stuff I got to get together for both of those appointments, but otherwise they're set. They're on the calendar. I made it to page 44 in my book, and I'm about a page away from chapter 10. So enjoying it, getting to some nitty gritty. The relationship between our main character, I think her name is pronounced Lyra, and Hades, is fascinating. So I'm going to see how that develops. But yeah, it's reading very YA. That's about it. Which there's nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, so let me see where we left off. I didn't start it. So I'm searching. Let's see. Yeah, so I was making comments about how I struggle with time management, and Angela said being a booktuber seems to be very time consuming. I noticed that many, just like you, are struggling with time management. Yes. And since I've been on BookTube, a lot of friends that, people I've become friends with that are booktubers, a lot of them have kind of, backed off a little bit. They're not creating as much content as they did when I first started, like just even watching or getting involved or whatever. And I just think circumstances change. My circumstances changed pretty drastically, in my personal life. And I went back to work. I've bumped up my work schedule to 4 days this year. So, of course, it all takes time. And it's just, trying to balance it all, trying to balance your personal life, trying to balance, creating content, trying to read for the content. There's other kind of things I want to do that I'm not getting to because there's more to my life than just reading. And honestly, when I started my channel, I didn't want my channel just to be strictly books. But that's kind of like what it's become. So yeah, it's just a lot. It really is a lot. And I noticed that quite a few new booktubers, they start out and they're very gung-ho, and then it ends up they disappear, and you don't, and I know it's probably because they just can't keep up with the schedule and their work schedule and family and all that's going on. I mean, I'm pretty fortunate that my family is supportive of it, because if they weren't, then I probably wouldn't have continued with it once I went back to work. I could tell you right now, if I ever went back, I'm not ever going back, but if for some reason I would go back to be in the classroom full time, there's no way. I work so much as a full-time classroom teacher that there's no way I would not have any time to do this for sure. And I mean, when I started my channel, I had taken the year off to do, decide what I wanted to do. So anyway, I had that luxury, I guess, but it's hard. It's hard when you're trying to work and balance, but and I just there's things that I miss. I miss being able to consistently watch other creators that I really like. And I want to fix that, because it's like, you can't expect people to watch your videos if you're not watching theirs. And there's other videos I like to watch besides BookTube also. But anyway, that's enough of that, I guess. So Liz is here. Hello, Liz. How are you? And Liz is saying, I just wanted to let you guys know I have gotten rid of all social media except for YouTube. You can still find me here, and I will still be making videos on here. Right now I'm reading and watching you. That's awesome. Yeah, I get it. Some people are backing off with that also. I don't do quite as much on my social media accounts like I used to. I mean, and a lot of it's just like fun kind of stuff. It's not anything majorly serious, but yeah, it's just trying to find the balance, and it's very difficult. to say the least. And my friend Andy came in. My friend Andy at Self Pub with Andy. Andy is a writer. He is currently writing his first thriller, and I'm thrilled about his thriller. So I'm so excited he popped in to say hello. And Kaylin is working, but I'm not particularly busy this morning, so I'll be hanging around. That's nice. Always good to see you. And Andy's like, Friday. Romance Queen Emma also says hi. Oh, my sweet friend Emma. Emma is also a writer, and a lovely person as well. And I read 4 fairy tales. Yay, Olivia, that is awesome. Jen filmed her video and is editing now. Nice. Catherine says, that is how I feel about Bookstagram. I'm so glad you make content and it is so appreciated. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you saying that. I love it. I mean, I love being able to use skills that I went to school for. You know, I've always wanted, television was my first love. That's what I wanted to work in, that industry as a producer, director. So, and also writer. I mean, when you are a producer, at least when I was at Channel 12 in New Orleans, which was a PBS station, you wrote your own script for anything that you produced. And, you were there. You didn't have to edit. You did rough edits. You did your transcriptions. You went into your booth and you did that rough edit before you went into the editing booth. But really, you had an editor that made your project magic. You didn't have to do your own audio. You didn't have to do talent, all that kind of stuff. So that's the one thing about YouTube, is that you're everything. You do everything. And then if you're going to put yourself out there and want to market yourself, it's just, you wear all of the hats. It's amazing how many hats you wear. That is why in television and film, you have certain jobs that only one person does. Sometimes people double dip. You've got writers who are directors and producers who are directors and writers, and do it all, especially maybe in the beginning of their career. But yeah, it's a lot, but it's fun. And the one blessing from this journey, like there's sometimes I say to myself, I wish I wouldn't have got started, because then I wouldn't, it's okay. I could just kind of walk away. It's not a big deal. I could have done other things in that year. But then I say to myself, that's not really what you gain from this. What I gained from this experience is, yes, I got to prove to myself that I still had the skill that I went to school for. And I still have the opportunity to create and, be as creative as I want to be. And the biggest blessing of the whole entire YouTube adventure for me is y'all, the community. That's really 100%. And if it wasn't for me, doing my weekly sprints that I started, in June of 2023? Was it June of 2023? I can't even remember. It had to be June of 2023. When I started dipping my toe into doing, sprints in the evenings, and then it became a weekly thing, just having my community. I say but our community, because I really do think we have formed a wonderful community, a little community where we can come together and be with our friends. And while we're not seeing each other in person, I do still think it's a valuable community of friends that y'all have really helped me. And sometimes I think to myself, the universe laid it out for me, because the universe knew I was going to have a rough year and a half. And if I wouldn't have had my community, I don't know if I would have made it through all of these rough spots, rough patches, mountains, obstacles, whatever you want to call them. but and without being philosophical or melodramatic or whatever. But yeah, because what happens when you lose people in your life, and if anybody here has lost somebody or have even lost a fur baby or anything that has been close to you or anyone that's been so super close to you, you know, once the dust settles and everybody goes back to living their life, you know, you don't have that comfort, you know, all the time of people there and being there with you. That's the one thing I can honestly say, is that this community is here with me all the time. You know, every week I know that I'm going to be with people that I care about and I feel like that care about me. So I don't want to talk too much more about it because I'm about to cry thinking about it. It's just that my heart has been touched by y'all so much more than I can ever articulate in words. That's all I can say about that. So anyway, I appreciate y'all very much. And, you know, it's an adventure. Every day is an adventure. And sometimes the adventure's fun and sometimes the adventure is not ideal or wonderful. And you just have to go with the flow. That's what I have to tell myself. Go with the flow and do the best you can. And, you know, those of you that truly support me and encourage me and I have become friends with, I know that you'll stick around whether I'm making one video a month, 10 videos a month, whatever the case may be. So that's what keeps me going and want me to keep my channel and keep going on. I watched a video yesterday from my Cozy Cottage friends, Jonas and Lindsay, who are the creators of It's a Charmin' Life. They put out a video a couple of weeks ago, about 2 weeks, and I just got to watch it yesterday. And they are kind of concerned about the future of their channel. And I'm like, please don't not be able to do your channel. But it's getting hard for them to find sustainability with it because cost of living has gone up. A YouTube algorithm is changing, and for whatever reason, they're seeing new trends, and they're a fantastic couple. They're lovely. And I love that cozy cottage, slow living vibe that they give off. They live in a 100-year-old cottage in the town, you know, Sleepy Hollow, and they're just lovely people. So I'm hoping, but they're experiencing a lot of things like burnout and just a lot of things. So I'm hoping they're going to keep being around. If not, hopefully the channel will remain up. But they do a lot. They do a lot, and it's just the two of them, which is amazing to me. So, and they want to write children's books, and I hope that they can do that eventually. And Kaylin said, that's awesome, Andy. Andy is very awesome. And good to see you as always, Kat. You too, my Kaylin. And hello, Lucy. Lucy's still in bed. Lucy, you know, when I was thinking about you the other day, I was thinking about the Beatles. You know, they have that song. I'm sure people sing it to you from time to time. Lucy in the sky of diamonds. Love that song. But anyway, Lucy is a new friend as far as us meeting. So, you know, check Lucy out too. Support our creators out there. She's a wonderful lady. I'm a writer, technically, in marketing, but I'd love to write and illustrate a children's book. I know. Wouldn't that be amazing? I think to myself, how fun would that be? I wouldn't be able to do the art, but I could so come up with a story, I think. But you are a writer, technically. Yeah. My daughter is a producer at a news station as well. That's awesome. That is awesome. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I loved when I took my my TV classes because my degree is actually, I dipped my toes in a lot of things. It was advertising, marketing, TV, film, drama. So it was a lot. My degree is in drama and communications. And when we took a TV class, we got to be all the different jobs. So one class, you might be running audio, which cracks me up still today, that all it was a turntable. And then you had these like a little row of buttons. Then you got to be like a technical director one time. Then you got to be the camera person another time. Then you got to be the talent. And I remember when I was talent, I was like an interviewer, and I was interviewing. I don't know if you've ever seen the Michael Myers skit where I'm pretty sure it was Michael Myers, where he did this like Dita, and he had this like crazy outfit on. Anyway, I was interviewing the guy for that, and at the end he would dance, and he's like, "Let's dance," and he would get up and do this weird dance. Well, that's what we did. Oh my gosh. And then another one we did a PSA for how to properly use a condom. I forgot about that. I need to tell Kelsey about that. But anyway, we had to like do this thing with a banana or whatever. And I can't remember if I was like the person demonstrating it or if I was the camera person that day. I don't know. Back then, you didn't have a cell phone where you could take video and all that kind of stuff. So all of that is in my memory. So if I don't keep this memory, I will not have those wonderful memories of my time in college. It's a lot of fun. I haven't grown much in subscriber count as a channel in the year I've been on BookTube, but the community is why I still create. This community is the absolute best. It is. It really is. And it's a shame too, Jen, because you have a wonderful channel. And even though I don't watch everything that you put out there, eventually I will. But you do have wonderful content. You are so smart and you have so much to offer this community with your knowledge and your analysis of some really great books out there. So Jen is another Literary Love 123. If you're not subscribed, please check her out. And hello, Christina. Good morning, afternoon. Howco. Love you too, Jen. And Christina's here to pause, to hydrate, snack, check laundry, which I need to do because I did put towels in this morning. Thank you for the reminder. Take meds, which I'm even going to write it on my list because it's possible I will forget. Towels in dryer. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put it in my face. So I do that the next sprint. And make sure to take meds, stretch, show some love to the like button. Make sure you sub and ring the bell so that hopefully you get notified. Christina is our PSA person. I love it. 100% to Jen, to Christina, to Kat. Yes, because Olivia's a new content creator. Olivia has her channel, Crafts and Books, another person to check out. And she has a beautiful accent, a beautiful Italian accent. I have to get going. Have a great day, guys. Bye, Liz. Nice seeing you. And I'm grateful for you and all you bring into my life, Kat. Living alone and having no family nearby. You, Alex, Nicole, and a few others are a godsend. Well, you see, I love hearing that, Angela. I love hearing that I can bring you a little bit of joy as much as you giving me joy. And that's really wonderful. It's a happiness boost. And, you never know. You never know. Like, I know that people, the BookTube besties, get together in person. Jen of Pages and Chaos got to meet Krista of Books and Jams recently. I think Sarah's Nightstand was with her, and they met and went book shopping. It was like a group of them. They went and did that. And, it's just the idea that you possibly could meet some of your friends that you've either collaborated with. Like, I would love to get together with Jen, Literary Love 123, because we don't live super far from each other, but it's just trying to coordinate to be able to do that, And then my lovely friend Kaylin, Sprockets. What is Sprockets? I've heard of that, but I forgot what it is. Is Sprockets the name of the guy? Was that his name, was Sprockets? I don't remember was it Dieter? Dieter Sprockets? Is that it? I don't know. It doesn't sound familiar. Oh, Kat, I would love to see you demonstrate proper content use with Nana. That image cracks me up. Yes, quite silly. It was hilarious. And I can't remember. It was not me, because my thing that I did for talent was the I think I did camera. I don't think I did the demonstrating thing. I think I ran camera for it. And maybe Michelle that was in my class. I don't know. It was just, and it was Paul Spitzfaden was my Dieter guy. How I wish I would have had all of that on camera. I do have my, like, some kind of a collection of that. I do have my film that I did for school that had a banana thief in it. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what was it with bananas. Maybe that inspired me, but I do have that. But I want to say that we had to do it on 8mm. Like I had to do it on a reel and cut it and everything myself. But I want to say maybe we got it turned into, I don't know, maybe I didn't. That is something I wonder if I could get it turned into a DVD, because I'd have to have a machine to put it on the reel to watch it. But I remember that. Steve Hank was my professor for that, but it didn't have any sound. We were not that sophisticated. But now when you go to UNO, you have to pick your concentration, whether you want to be a film, TV, or a theater. And I think maybe marketing, if they still have that aspect of it, or the advertising. And hi to Livia from Christina. The Swoony readers got together to love that video. Yeah, there are quite a few people that have gotten together. Mitzi at Mitzi Reads and Writes met up with Elizabeth at Lizzie Faye Loves Books. Who else? Laura at Laura Reads got together with Sonia of Sonia with an I. So it's just really neat. It's possible. I mean, I get together with Kelsey of Slime and Slashers, but it's not the same thing because Kelsey and I knew each other before YouTube and all that stuff. Kelsey and I would see each other at Channel 12 when I directed for the auctions and stuff. She would come in. Sometimes she would do like Chiron or something when I was running it. So yeah, that's a little bit different because we had a friendship prior to YouTube. And Jen says, I'm going to come to New Orleans soon. I'm ready to party. You need to let me know so we can go. That would be a good reason for all of us to go to the Vampire Cafe in the French Quarter. When I hear Sprocket, I think of the dog on the Fraggles. Oh my gosh. And Sprockets is what you were talking about. Dieter's show was Sprockets, where they dance. Okay. I just didn't remember that. I thought it was something else, but maybe so. It's been so long. That's when I watched Saturday Night Live back in the day. I couldn't tell you anything about Saturday Night Live now, but back in the day, that is what I watched. But Sprockets. Okay. Makes me want to go look it up and see. But yes, he would do all these dances. He would be like all in black and be like doing all these weird dances. So when Paul Spitzfaden said that he would do it, I was so excited because it was amazing. Just amazing. Oh my gosh. And the Vampire Cafe sounds exciting. Yes. What's so neat about it, Angela, is they have cocktails in blood bags. And I'm like, I want to try it. I think it's sangria. I think that's what it is that's in it. And then you can order some other stuff. But the food looks amazing. Just absolutely amazing. And they do have brunch. And so I just think that would be cool. I mean, we wouldn't necessarily have to go at night, but Kelsey and I have kind of talked about it. So we just got to figure out when we can go. Kelsey's, I feel like I'm busy. Kelsey's much busier than I am. So just trying to coordinate sometimes. And I'm all in for the Vampire Cafe. I think it would be fun. I really do think it would be fun. And it would be a good reason for us to get down there, to coordinate that. So it just depends on when you're going to be coming, for sure. Hopefully you're not coming around like Jazz Fest or like Mardi Gras time, because that's when it's like super chaotic in New Orleans. And I'm looking at it online now. Awesome. Yeah, it looks fantastic. And it's been a while for around a little while. It opened in like January of 2021. And Lauren at Happy Haunts Library actually went, and I didn't realize that. So I must have missed her vlog. So I'm going to have to go look it up. I must have missed the vlog that she had with that. But Yeah, I like stuff like that. I like thematic places and thematic cocktails. And that's why I love the Edgar Allan Poe Speakeasy so much. It was just neat, a neat little way to have an evening, you know, with your friends or your hubby. Someone should invent portals for instant travel. I know. Livia, I wish I had known you when I went to Sicily because we were in Rome. We flew into Rome, then we flew from Rome to Palermo, spent our time in Sicily. Then we flew back to Rome and we were in Rome because we went to the Vatican. We went to another church. We ate at this little restaurant, which was hilarious. We in Rome and I ate a hamburger. But what was funny is their hamburger was not on a bun. It was like on like French bread. It was different, but it was good still. And we had gelato. Oh my gosh, it was wonderful. But I wish I would have known you at that point because we could have met. We could have met on the streets of Rome. That would have been fantastic. I would have loved it. And one of my fondest memories was when we went to the Vatican. That's where we mailed our postcards. Andrew and I got postcards and we mailed it. It took forever for the postcards to get to our family and friends, but it was really neat to be at the little post office. It was a little portable post office with a little mailbox right next to it. And that's where we mailed our postcards. But yeah, could you imagine, Livia? That would have been awesome. Maybe autumn of this year. I want to wait until the weather is cool and the vibe is super spooky. Yes, that would be fun. Really fun. And if we know ahead of time, we could plan it. Fun, fun. I'll be there in a flash. Yes, I would love a portal to do that. And yes, portals would be awesome. I'd get there in one today. I know. If you could be magical, that would be wonderful. Oh, and I was in Rome early October, Olivia. I could have passed you on the street and not known it. I know. It's just so incredible, incredible, incredible. But I do want to go back to Europe because there are places, of course, that I want to go. And I would love to go to London. That's one of the places on my list to go is London, which isn't too far, far away from Wales. And that's where my friend Emma lives. So I could meet up with Emma. I could bring my books that I've read and let her sign them for me. Wouldn't it be amazing? Ah, to dream. Amazing. I hope you enjoyed your visit, Caitlin. I think she did. She had a good time. Okay, so we're going to go on to our last sprint if we're going to do 45 minutes because it's 10:25. So 45 would put us into the next hour. And like I said, I'm trying to hop off by 11:30 so I can get myself together so I can meet my friend for lunch and get the rest of my day going. But yeah, I've enjoyed this little chat for sure. I did, Livia. It was beautiful and great food. Yes, wonderful. And they have afternoon tea and leaf readings. Yes, the blood bags are cool, and that would be a fun experience. I know it really would be. So that's one thing I'm looking for. I think the tea reading, the leaf reading would be kind of cool as well. You know, okie doke. So is 45 good with y'all? That's what I have on the clock. I know we've been talking for about 30 minutes, but it's nice and cozy today. A nice and cozy time. So just want to make sure 45 is good for our last sprint. Which I also need to change our banner. Do that. There we go. I do know that there's some other people sprinting today, and I can put their links in there if people are looking for sprints. Tiara is sprinting today, as far as I know. She has a nice little channel, and I think she goes to maybe noon, 1 o'clock. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, well, I'm going to take that as okay for 45. And we shall begin. Okay, so happy sprinting, everyone. Welcome back. How did everybody do in that last sprint? I went and put my towels in the dryer, thanks to Christina. I also had a snack, which, believe it or not, was a little banana. I have bananas on my mind. I might even get banana pudding at Johnson's Kitchen today. We'll just make it a whole banana day. Anyway, so I had a little small banana, and because I hadn't had breakfast, all I had was coffee this morning. Got myself some water, and I read to chapter 13. Yes, chapter 13. So I made it to page 60. So not too bad. I got some reading done. I got some tasks taken care of. I have my to-do list for today, some things that are off of my master list, and hope when I get home, I'll be, after running all my errands, I'll be able to get some things done before I hop on to Alex's sprints. Alex will be sprinting. Alex of Frank Fiction will be sprinting this evening at 4 p.m. Central Time. And so I'll probably hop on her sprints as well, no matter what I'm doing. And then Terrifier this evening for me. So that's what I'll be up to. But I'm happy I got some reading done because I have not really been able to get into it. And I'm enjoying it more because now we're getting to the part where all the gods have chosen their person that's going to fight for them to become the god, that's in charge. So that's pretty cool. Christina said that Tiara is on the second of 4th sprints, and that was at 10:27. So she might be on her 3rd sprint now, but good to know. And Nicole, my friend Nicole, came in and wishing everybody a good morning. And Swank popped in. Howdy, everybody. Sorry, totally forgot and slept in. Don't be sorry. It's good that you slept in. That means you needed to do that. That's a good thing. And here is the link to Tiara sprints if you would like to join her sprints. And then also Katie at I Would Rather Be Reading is sprinting as well. She does like 90-minute sprints, so hers are a little bit longer. Tiara always rolls, so you never know what the sprint time is going to be. Sometimes it could be 30 minutes, sometimes it could be an hour. So it just depends on what she's getting up to. Also, Kaylin sent me a little Sprockets video with Dieter dancing, which I thought was hilarious. So those guys in the black remind me of the dancers with David S. Pumpkins. If you've ever seen that on Saturday Night Live, I think it's hilarious. But I sent her that video because she had never seen David S. Pumpkins. So anyway, chatted with her a little bit. Also, I did find one of my favorite words is asshat, and I saw it in my book. I thought it was hilarious. So my friend Simon and I are always going back and forth talking about, someone being an asshat. So as I'm reading my book here, sure enough, I spot it. And what's so funny about it is the girl, I don't know if I pronounce her name Lyra or Lyra. I'm going to have to see if I can get a pronunciation for it. But she is, Poseidon makes a snarky comment towards her. And so in her mind, she thinks asshat. I'm like, oh my gosh, great. Love it. Love when I spot that. Anyway, so I took a picture of it and highlighted it and sent it to my friend. Oh, so goofy. Anyway, banana pudding sounds great right now. I finished filming. I'm currently editing, and the video should go up later today. Yay! That would be wonderful. Yeah, the banana pudding is really, really good. And the one benefit about my son working at Johnson's Kitchen, because he cooks a lot of the food there. And so what was nice was when Johnson's Kitchen was, they closed their little restaurant that was close to my house, which I'm sad that they left where that was because it was just right around the corner. Now they're in downtown Hammond. But they thought they were only going to be closed for like about a month, but they ended up being closed a little bit longer than that, maybe like almost 3 months. August, September. I think it was October when they opened back up. So about 2.5 months maybe. But anyway, Barry made banana pudding for one of our little family events that we had. And then he also made me a kingdom burger, which, oh my goodness, so good. The flavors. And it's a burger. We didn't have sourdough bread, which I was okay with that, not having that, that kind of bun. But it is really good, and it's got a fried egg on top of it. So then when you eat it, the egg yolk kind of gets all, oh, it's so good. Makes me think maybe I might want to get a kingdom burger instead of a chili cheese, not chili cheese fries. What am I thinking? I'm thinking Bud's Broiler. A chicken bacon ranch fries. I don't know. I might have to do eeny, meeny, miny, moo. And Olivia sprint hopped, chatted with her son and husband, and read 2 other fairy tales. Awesome. Very productive. And oh no, is it Terrifier 3 now, Kat? No, I have to watch. I watched Terrifier 2. I watched All Hallows Eve on Monday night. I watched Terrifier last night, and my husband Barry watched with me. He has never seen any of the Terrifier movies. So I said, well, what did you think? Do you think you'd want to watch 2 and 3? 2 and 3 to me have more of a storyline because you have a final girl happening in there now. But Terrifier 2 is tonight, and then I'll be watching Terrifier 3 tomorrow morning. Now, I have watched all of these films, but we're doing a rewatch because Kelsey and I are having a whole franchise conversation tomorrow. Terrifier 3 is horrible in so many ways. Just some of the scenes are terrible. But I'm glad that we're rewatching. I told Kelsey that last night. I texted her to tell her that Barry was watching with me. And I said, I'm glad that I'm rewatching because I had forgotten some of the details. So I also have to text a friend of mine who got us into this whole rabbit hole and find out if he has any thoughts that he wants me to mention, because he's the one that got us into this whole franchise to begin with. His name is Ray. So I do need to do that. Let me make a note to myself because otherwise I will forget. I got to write everything down because what happens is I'll jump up, I go do other things, and then I totally forget. Olivia said, hi, Swank. I'm halfway with the Midnight Library. I'm really enjoying it. I love hearing that. And Swank says, I'm reading the Midnight Library with Olivia. I love that. A buddy read. But I am having some issues with the concept. So I'm switching to Stone Blind for February, for the Folklore February. Well, I hope you can get back into the Midnight Library. I hope it ends up being a good read for you. It's a kind of a hit or miss thing. Some people love it, and some people are not too sure about it, or they're kind of like, it was okay, kind of thing. But I think it was a 5-star read for me, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a couple of years. I read it with my friend Mary. And then I'll go back to the Midnight Library after. Yay! Asphalt. Damn, you autocorrect. Ass hat. Oh. That's pretty funny too. Asphalt. Oh my God. I love banana pudding. I love it. And hi, Lily. I finished a short story last night. It was so good. The Conjurer's Wife by Sarah Penner. I believe that's the author's name. Awesome. Love that. Love it so much. And hey to Olivia from Swank. Message me on Discord, Swank, so you can tell me about your issues. And hello, Mercedes. Happy Friday to you. I hope you're doing well. And I'm in the meat of the store in my book store. You're in the meat of your store, okay? I'm in the meat of the story in my book now. The Walking Dead, Demons, and Winter Frost Dude. Spooky. Thanks for the sprints and have a great lunch with your friend. I'll be making lunch soon. Excellent. And hopefully I'll see you in Alex's sprints, Angela, later this evening. And you're making me very wanting to get that book even more because of The Walking Dead. And hi to Lily from Livia. And now I need to try her full-length books. Her newest one will be The Amalfi Curse, which relates to the short story. So excited. That's great. That's awesome. It kind of reminds me of what Cassandra Caw did with The Salt Grows Heavy. She wrote a short story. It's a retelling of The Little Mermaid. She wrote a short story, and then she made The Salt Grows Heavy, which The Salt Grows Heavy is a novella. It's not very long at all, but I thought both of them were very interesting. I like Cassandra Caw's writing. and enjoyed it. So anyway, that is all I have for today. I'm so glad that I hopped on with y'all. It's been wonderful. And we're having some highs to Livia from Lily. And thank you for being here, Livia. I appreciate you being here. Thank you also for being here, Christina, and reminding us all the things we need to do. I hope you enjoy your day as well. I hope all your mouth pain, because I know you went to the dentist on Wednesday. So I hope you're feeling much better from that. Hope that you going into the weekend on a positive note. But yeah, it's been fun. Very fun being with y'all today. Here's our PSA to remember to hydrate, check the laundry, show some love to the like button. Also, make sure you sub and ring the bell so you hopefully get notified. Yes. Okay, good. I'll be looking for you on Alex's Sprints. Have a good day to you too, Lily. She's telling everyone good day. And thank you so much for being here, Jen. I'm so happy that you were able to film, edit, get your video out at some point today. Thank you for being here. Happy Friday to everyone from Jen. And have a wonderful weekend. All hope to join Sunday. Oh, yes. Thank you, Kaylin, for reminding me. So if anybody is looking for sprints, we are having Lori at Books, Ink, and Paper and I are having sprints on Sunday beginning at 1 p.m. Central Time. And I think they will run about the same amount of time as my sprints for today. So about 3 to 3.5 hours, because we know it's Super Bowl Sunday and a lot of people want to go take care of that. But we wanted to kick off our Mardi Gras readathon with some sprints, and get everybody in the partying mood for some Mardi Gras reading or related somehow, with all the prompts that we picked. And Christina said Marcella in the margins is also sprinting right now. Excellent. So if anybody needs other sprints, we've got all kinds of sprints out there. So check it out. And if you want some later tonight, please check out Alex's at Frank Fiction. She has a wonderful community as well. So you know how it is. Mardi Gras fun, yes. I want y'all all to be safe in all of your adventures, especially this weekend. And as you're going through your day, stay amazing because you are. I love y'all all, and I will see y'all soon. So happy Friday, happy weekend.